Assalamu alaikum. The date is 24th July 2025. Time is 16:18. We are slightly late, but that is not a concern today because we are going to be. Up till now, we have only been practicing our narrative building skills. How well can we build a narrative? I think that has been quite successful. I have nothing further that I would like to dwell in it. So I am planning on shifting my focus to more order flow based approach. I want to be able to read the DOM better. I want to be more mentally agile, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on. I feel like the more I plan, the more I try to force it on the chart. Mental agility combined with a strong narrative is always a very good quality for a trader, or a quality that we should look inside a trader. Anyway, this is the news. The day again today is very light. There's nothing interesting going on. Very very soft. I think there's PMI coming out today, but I have not seen that being mentioned in the News Quack newsletter. I mean newsletter. So I don't know how much attention should I pay to it. Anyway, since I'll be focusing more on the audit flow, DOM based approach, more scalping based, more action based approach, I am less worried about what news comes out and what doesn't, because I want to be more mentally agile and just try to make sure that I am trying to listen to the market properly. That I am listening to the market and I'm performing accordingly. I don't want to go against the market. So that's what I'll be focusing on for the next 2 weeks or so. Inshallah, once that is done, I'll be trying to combine both my narrative building and my scalping skills, my order flow skills, and then that is where we'll go. Anyway, this is all the news. We are trading Tesla. Tesla earnings came out and Tesla performed bad. That dropped Tesla's price from 335 to 311. Although it was expected, and Musk is saying that we should expect a few rough quarters. I think that Tesla might perform bad factor has been incorporated into the move. Initially, Tesla tried to move upwards up to 338 territory, where it was shot down. So that is interesting to see. Anyway, I'll read the Tesla news out because that is what we're trading. Adjusted EPS zero point 0.4, expected 0.41. Revenue 22.5 billion, expected 22.09 billion. Total automotive revenue 16.66 billion, expected 16.24 billion. Gross margin 17.2%, expected 16.5%. Operating cash flow 2.5 billion, expected 2.5 billion. FCF 146 million, expected 708 million. Wow. Commentary. Plans for new vehicles launching in 2025 remain on track with initial production of a more affordable model in H1 2025. Cybercab aims for volume production in 2026 using its unboxed manufacturing strategy. Despite macroeconomic uncertainty, the company continues significant CapEx and R&D investments while maintaining a strong balance sheet. CEO Musk expects autonomous ride hailing to cover about half of US population by year end. Said regulatory approvals are sought for robotaxis in key US states and supervised full self driving in Netherlands and China. European sales should rise once FSD is approved. CFO forecasts CapEx above 9 billion for 2025. In the conference call, CEO Musk said that US government cuts in support for EV makers could lead to a few rough quarters for the company before a wave of revenue from self-driving software and services begin late next year. Interesting. And this is the rest of the news. I am saving it for myself for future references. Anything that is of interest has all been mentioned here. Uh, I will quit this and we will focus on, we will just mark the important levels. We'll just develop a rough sketch. The first is that if we start seeing resistance in the 215 area, in the 315 area, we short Tesla to 300 area. That is the first plan. The second plan is that uh, we expect Tesla to, mm, actually, you know what? Let's take a quick look at fir- 1st July. Let's switch to 30. Let's go to 1st July. Yeah, Tesla is trading in this range. I think 304, 305 is one of those areas that we should pay attention to. Yeah, 305 definitely is one of those areas that we need to pay attention to. We'll be paying attention to 305. I'll just mark the levels that I think are important. 305 is important. Obviously, 315 is important. Another whole number. Is 300 important? I'm not saying. We can add slight importance to 300, but not the most important level. From what I can tell, if we do a quick volume profile, we will find out that a majority of the volume is done at 315 and 300 actually. Okay, interesting. 300 is an important level. So we will mark 305, 300 as important levels, both whole numbers, both uh, interesting plays. I'll mark 300 is important. So this is if a Tesla manages to hold 315, we are going long till which area? Let's check again. We are going long till 321, I guess 318. Yeah, I remember 318 being very important. We go long till 318. 318 is my mental high. And if the stock decides to actually 320, let's just keep 320 or 318. If Tesla moves higher than 318, 320, I'm confused. I am not sure anymore. So these are the levels that we will be using today in today's trade session. Okay, let's quickly move to one day and plan our trade out. Hmm. Tesla opens up to 314. It can move up to 318, 320 area, and then we start seeing a resistance there. It either moves sideways and then drops, or it tests this area and then drops. Either one of those can happen. Um, Tesla falls in the pre-market. You know, Tesla drops to 300 or something. To trade long on Tesla, I want to see multiple confirmations. I want to see less confirmation to drop Tesla, but I want to see more confirmations if I'm trying to long Tesla. So it's either so these are the two scenarios. If we are taking a short, we are taking a quick short. The moment we see rejection, once or twice off of 318 area, we are going short. We are not asking too many questions. Why did it go up? If we try to get a short at 220, suppose we are stopped out and we try to take a short at 220, I'm going short again at 220. But for reversal, I'm going to wait a bit. I'm going to wait for the company to make a new high, and then I'm going to wait for the next high to be higher than the previous lower high. So I'm going to look for something like that, or I'm going to wait for stronger volume, a bit more push. I want to see that the committed buyers are truly committed. Only if the buyers see, only if the desperate buyers see that the committed buyers are truly committed at the 294 300 level, only then will they step up and rally the price. Otherwise, they might not. The desperate buyers need the confirmation of commitment from the commitment buyers at 300 295 area. So that is what we're going to aim for. We're aiming for 318 205 sorry 295 to 300 area, and 318 to as buyer zone, and 318 to 314 is seller zone. That is going to be our perspective in today's talk. The market opens in 2 minutes. I'm going to pause the video for 1 minute, drink some water, and then inshallah. Okay, the market has just opened. We are seeing a quick downside move to 308. Like we said, if we are trying to trade a reversal, we are trying to go along, then we want to see multiple confirmations in 295 to 300 area. Right now, the market is dropping. We are seeing big buy orders at 306.99, nothing of interest, which I think will be quickly eaten. We are seeing equal level of buying. Okay, we are seeing very strong buying in the 307 to 308 area as well. Not strong enough to beat the sellers, but still strong enough to create some kind of imbalance, and the price rallies from 306 to 308.4. The market is deciding where it wants to go. Again, like I said, we will not take a reversal until we see that confirmation that we are looking for. The confirmation game is very strong, very desirable. Okay, the market steps back down to 306 area, and again it was pushed upwards. I did not expect a reversal off of 306, so I'm still gonna wait a bit. I'm still gonna look for some extra confirmation. I want confirmation strong enough to move the desperate buyers. This is, I want an appearance of committed buyers that will drive the desperate buyers. This is just bunch of stray desperate buyers, I would say. I want desperate buyers, I want committed buyers strong enough to really hold a level, and then desperate buyers to step in. That is what I am looking for. And we're still not seeing that. The price moves down to 304.2, not the most desirable level. We wanted to step down a bit more. And the stock does exactly that. It steps down a bit more to 303. Should I have traded momentum? I don't know, but let's just wait some more here. Price stepping down into 303 again. Almost trying to break 303 resistance, but once 303 was held, 302.85 I would say rather was held, it stepped below 303 and moved all the way up to 305, which is interesting. Hmm. Am I seeing anything interesting on the DOM? I'm seeing 12.5k buyers at 303.5, but I'm not too interested in that. I've seen bigger sellers. I've seen 50k sellers at 306 who sold at market price aggressively. They did not wait for anything. I am seeing a big delta on the candles, minus 274k, minus 138k. This one is rather small. I think sellers have stepped out a bit. Buyers are trying to step in. The volume in the previous two candles was 537.8k and 421.7k. Both candles were red. This candle is red as well, and we are seeing big volume come in, and the price breaks 303, moves down to 301 territory. Moves down almost touching 301, where I think we saw a big buy orders. Again, we are not stepping in here. We want to see that committed buyer presence confirmation. Only then we step in. The price falls to, and that is, I only see a certain buying if the price breaks to 95. If it does not, then I'm not, I'm not too keen on the price suddenly. Uh, Acha, okay. Nice one, 60. Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. Okay, we are seeing the price step back into 302 zone. All the buyers at 302 were eaten like nobody's business, eaten for breakfast. We're seeing absorption multiple times at 302. We will try to go long somewhere here. We will try to go long at 302.5. I'm trying to take a cautious entry. I'm trying to be very soft, very soft with my entry here. I'm not trying to chase the price aggressively because again, we are trying to look for a reversal. If the price rallies here and then fails, even that is okay. If the price pressures itself into 302 category, even that is okay. We step down right below 302 and hope. Actually, I want to step down below 302 a bit. I want the stock to come down, test 300 in the area below. Okay, there are a lot of buy orders at 302. I mean, limit buy orders. So I'm going 302.22. So I want it to come down, test 302 once, see that 302 is being held, and then rally. We're seeing lot of selling in this candle, lot of selling in this candle. I want it to come down and then go up. 302.5 is being held. Okay, and my order was triggered. Nice. I think I got beautiful entry because the stock because it touched my order and went up to 303. First time using a limit order properly. Moved up to 303 where we are seeing 315 200,000 volume, slightly less than what you were seeing in the open, but still good volume. The stock has moved higher, 303.47, 303.6. Of course, you won't see the stock immediately turn. I should I should sell. Should I sell 150 here, or should I just? I think I should just wait. Okay, I need to focus on the selling part here. I'm only focused on the buying aspect. The stock went and failed the 300.8 area twice. That means it's failing 304. 304 is an area right below 305, which we deemed was important. Initially, the stock was failing 305 area, then it's now failing the area below 305. That is not very desirable. Okay, buyers try pushing the price in mass and still struggle. The price climbs back up to 304. Now it's consolidating. It fell. It's consolidating between 304 and 302 point something. The question is, what if the price decides to break 302? It can even hold this price. It can even break this price. It can do both. So, what should we do in this scenario? What should we be looking for is the question. You know, my transcriptor, Gemini, I want you to note this while you are transcripting or while you are converting this into notes. I want you to bring me back to this point so I can think on this later. The stock was consolidating here. I am looking at all of the information on my window screen. What am I supposed to look at that is supposed to hint at a possible reversal upwards? Because I'm seeing 305 being held. I'm seeing the area below 305 being held from sellers' point of view. Should I let the stock move lower? I quit for 114, slightly higher price because I was unsure of how the stock is going to move. Is that what I'm supposed to do, or should I let the stock come down and then maybe participate? So I guess I'll participate at a lower price. Very. I think I should enter at 300. That is where the actual reversal should happen, at 300. Mm, This is slightly tricky. Price moves back up to 304, or we can wait for another confirmation, say at 304, saying that okay, now you can enter. But where does the price go? From 304, uh, where does it go? It's entirely possible that it holds 304 and then goes up to 305 and then fails. Even that is possible. We don't want that. Mm, okay, now it's making new highs, touching 304.9, almost 304.8. Interesting. We have 31,000 sale orders at 305. Let's see how the stock treats that. And the stock rallied to 305, then it failed. Okay, that is not good. That is really not good. So I want to maybe enter short at 305. Since 305 is gone, I want to try and enter below 305. Sell Tesla 305, SL 305 point. I'm selling at 304.74. Limit order buy and stop loss at 305.78. I might not get an entry. Mm. Okay, Mat, why are you shorting here? I'm shorting here because I'm seeing consistent weakness at 305. I'm sellers is one of those areas where I expect both desperate and committed sellers to be. So I'm going to side with sellers a little more than the buyers. The committed buyers need to be stronger than the combined effort of both the desperate and committed sellers in this 301 to 305 area where we are seeing all of this consolidation. Buyers are showing strength, obviously, but will that strength be enough to rally the price up to the 306, 307 area is the question, which I think the buyers might not be able to do. So I am aiming for a short in this area. I am aiming for a short in the 305 area. We saw 30,000 trapped buyers at 305 the previous time. 15,000 fresh sellers have stepped in and the buyers bought that and my order was triggered. Okay. The buyers are desperately trying. The price consistently fails 305.19, steps down to 304.83. We hold the short. We're seeing trapped sellers at 304.5. Any level, okay. 6,000 buyers tried stepping up and failed. I would argue that the buyers are trying to push the price up and they're really failing. I don't expect to see desperate buyers today, and hence my stop loss was triggered and the stock rallies upwards into the 306 area. What is that thing that I missed to understand here? I want my transcriptor to point this out when it's building the journal. What did I miss? I certainly missed something. What exactly did I miss? Did I miss how strong the buyers were? Did I miss how strong the buyers are supposed to be at this level? Did I miss the delta? I did miss something very important. If you look at 1643, the delta is minus 80k and the candle is bullish. I mean, wow, that is screaming buyers are winning. Okay, even the 1640 candle, it's it's minus 100k and the stock still moved from 302 to 303.5. So I guess the committed buyers are very strong at this level. I think that is something I missed. That must have been something big that I missed. So we are seeing big limit orders in this area. Yeah, very messy. I mean, I want you this area to be recorded. It's red, indicating heavy absorption in this area. All of the absorption was absorbed. So I guess the committed buyers are very strong in the 301 area. That is what, and the sellers were not as strong in 305 area. I think, yeah, that is what gave buyers the strength. We see, hmm, that is what gave buyers the strength. And I think the finally those committed buyers have become desperate buyers, and the stock now rallies. Hmm. I will let the recording run for a bit. Today was an interesting lesson for me, very interesting day for me. I learned something new. I will focus on this. I want AI, my transcriptor, to write this in the additional notes and lessons learned or something like that. And I'll let the recording run for a bit. Okay, I would like to say that Tesla rallied beautifully here. Our reversal logic was correct, and I think we should have stuck to that. It's okay. We slowly want to learn how to focus and really see what we are seeing on our screen here, like not miss out on any hints that the market is dropping, very obvious hints. Like we miss some very obvious hints that should not have happened, but we let Tesla rally. We will cry over spilled milk. I'm happy about the entry I got. My entry was very nice at 302. uh, mm, Not a beat late. So I'm happy with my entry, not happy with the way I managed my trade, but obviously nothing to cry over. It'll become cleaner over time, inshallah. Anyway, Tesla might begin reversing here and whatnot, but I will not be participating in that. I will end the video here, and inshallah, I will see you tomorrow's video.